five tefillot on Yom Kippur. During the week, we do only three: Shachris, Mincha, Ma'ariv. Shabbos, we do 4 Musaf. And then Yom Kippur is the only day a year that we do 5, which is Ne'ilah. So we do Ma'ariv, Shachris, Musaf, Mincha, and Ne'ilah. 5 prayers on Yom Kippur, which represents the 5 levels of your soul. Ma'ariv represents the Nefesh, Shachris represents Ruach, Musaf represents Neshama, Mincha represents Chaya, and Ne'ilah represents Yechida, which is the highest level of the soul. So, and that's what we do unique on Yom Kippur, which is the 5 prayers. Also interesting, it corresponds to the 5 times the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur immersed in the mikveh. As you know, the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur went to the mikveh 5 times. Every time he changed his garment from his weekday garment to the white garments, and then from the white garments to the gold garments, from the gold garments to the white garments, and back and forth. So he went to the mikveh 5 times. Each time that he went to the mikveh was purifying another level of his soul till he got to the highest level, which is one with God itself. So the question that people always ask, how is it, what is a guarantee that when I pray, Hashem will always accept my prayers? So here in the Maimer he says, there's tefillah la'ani and tefillah la'ashir. There's 2 prayers. There's prayer of a poor person and a prayer of a wealthy person. What's an example of a prayer of a poor person? It says, tefillah leDavid, Hate Hashem oznecha ki ani ve'evyain ani. Meaning, David HaMelech says, Hashem, please listen to my prayers because I am ani ve'evyan. Ani means I am poor, and evyan means poverty, like more than poor. It's like I need anything. Moshe, it says, was tefillah la'asher. When Moshe prayed, he was like wealthy. He was a wealthy prayer. That he had everything. Spiritually, emotionally, physically, he had everything. So his prayer represents tefillah la'asher. His prayer represents a prayer of a wealthy person. However, in order that Hashem should accept your prayers, you have to, even if you're wealthy, you have to pray a prayer of a poverty person. Why? So he explains an interesting concept. He says that we say it in the Ashrei, Chanun v'rachum Hashem erech apayim ugdol chesed. Chanun means he's gracious, Rachum means he's merciful, and Hashem, and he does it. When Moshe Rabbeinu asked Hashem for one personal favor, he asked him, he wants to go to Eretz Yisrael. He used an interesting prayer. He used Vo et Chanan. He didn't say Vo et Palel or any of those expressions. Vo et Chanan. What does Vo et Chanan means? I ask you as a poor person, meaning I don't deserve it. I have no merits. I feel that all the good qualities I have is not mine. It's a gift from Hashem. So Moshe knew who he was. He knew his qualities. He knew his ability of spirituality. He knew his ability in intellectual. He knew everything. But he came to Hashem as a poor person. He says, you know what? All that I have, I feel it's not mine. It's all a gift from Hashem. So therefore I ask you, Hashem, I don't deserve it, but give it to me because you are gracious. I don't have any merit that you should give me anything. I'm asking you as a poor person. I don't have anything to me. Everything that I have is all a gift from you. So all my level in spirituality is all the ability that you gave to me. So the fact that I'm Moshe Rabbeinu is not my doing. It's you giving me the ability to be Moshe Rabbeinu. So when I ask you to go to Israel, don't give it to me because I'm Moshe Rabbeinu. Give it to me. I have nothing. I feel like nothing. But give it to me because you are a gracious Hashem that can do anything. That is a different attitude. In other words, even though Moshe Rabbeinu was an Asher means he was wealthy in knowledge. He knew the whole Torah. He had everything spiritually and physically and everything he needed. When he came to Hashem, he came like a poor person. He realized that everything he had was not his, was all a gift from Hashem. And therefore, when he asks Hashem for a favor, he doesn't say, give it to me because I deserve it, or because I took the Jews out of Egypt, or because I led the Jews for 40 years, or or because I taught them Torah, or because I was such a good person. No, I am nothing. I'm asking you, V'eschanan, give it to me as a gift. And that's why David HaMelech, which was the king of the Jewish people, so a king has a lot of wealth. He didn't ask Hashem, I'm the king of the Jewish people. I went to war and I killed all the enemies of the Jewish people. Give me, no, Tefillah LeDavid ki ani ve'evyonani. Not only am I poor, Evyon means I have nothing. I realize that everything you gave me, all the strength that I had, that I was able to kill this guy, Pelishti Goliath, wasn't my doing. I shot the arrow. It wasn't that I was a good shooter and I knew how to shoot and pinpoint. It was Hashem that helped my arrow go into between the scales of the puncher that he had on his head, and it went in. So this is the attitude that the Rebbe says when we come to Yom Kippur. We have to be like the Tefillah La'ani. We have to go with an attitude and say, give me a good year, not because I did this for you and I did that for you and I did so many mitzvahs, I came to shul so many days and I daven 3 times a day and I say Kaddish every day. Don't go with that attitude. That's a wealthy daven. A poor person's davening is that he realizes that all that he did is all a gift from Hashem, so it's not his accomplishment. So therefore when he asks Hashem, it's not based on his merit, it's saying, Hashem, you could do it. You're gracious, Rachum, Chanun, Verachum. So you, as a good God that's infinite, you could give me also. You give the spider what to eat, you give the snakes what to eat, you give the worms what to eat, you can't give me. So you're not coming with the attitude as I'm a wealthy and I deserve it. I'm a poor person, even though I did everything, I realize it's not me doing it, and therefore I'm asking Hashem will always answer that prayer. Because it's not coming based on you, it's coming based on Hashem's graciousness. And that's why we say on Yom Kippur many, many times, Hashem, Hashem, Kel Rachum, Chanun, the 13 attributes of mercy, because we're saying to Hashem that you are giving us a good year based on your kindness, not based on our merit. Because if you're going to base it on our merit, then it's unlimited. But if you base it on God's kindness, it's infinite. And therefore we say, Shir HaMa'alot, Mima'amakim Karasicha Hashem. What's Mima'amakim? Omek means deep. Ma'amakim means deep of deep. That means not just deep, but the depth of the depth. What does that mean? That when I call to Hashem, I'm not calling Him just from my depth. I'm calling Him from my depth. I realize I'm so deep, and I have nothing. I'm in a deep, I have nothing. And there I call Hashem, and Hashem listens to your voice. So therefore, the best attitude to have when you go Yom Kippur to daven and ask Hashem for a good year is use the method that Moshe used, even though he was wealthy. V'eschanan, Hashem give it to me as a gift. And use the method that David HaMelech used, Tefillah La'ani, that even though he conquered all the nations and he was a wealthy person, still he realized that he's a poor, that it's not his accomplishment, it's not his doing. And God, give us a good year because you, God, could give everyone a good year and give everyone everything they need because you're infinite. So for infinity, to give another 500 million Jews what they need, it's not a problem in everything they need. So Hashem should bless everyone. A Gemar Chasima Tov and a good year and a revealed way.